episode 23, and it is May 8th today.
Mm-hmm. We're the Feather Stitches podcast.
I'm Heather.
I'm Becky.
You can find us on Instagram under Feather Stitches Podcast, or I'm Quilt Crazy.
At Millie Me.
So we're all over, and we have a Ravelry group that we're really bad at following along with, but
Yeah.
that'll happen.
It'll come.
Yep.
We follow it when we do cows, so
Yeah, exactly.
that's the important part.
Yeah, we need to do another Cal here eventually, but we will be doing a Cal with the same group of people we did last year. I think we're going to start it July 1st.
I think, yeah, it was over the summer. Yeah, July till October, I think.
Yeah, like end of September.
Yeah, something like that. Across the Prairies we did last year.
Yeah, so Across the Prairies 2019.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be any Stephen West pattern that you want. So I'm going to see if I can get away with even possibly working on my whip, because I have this much done, and I need to do this much.
That's a huge shawl, so that one...
Huge shawl.
I
So
think that one would count.
I'm kind of thinking of doing that one, or I really would like to do the Vertices Unite.
Yes. He has some beautiful patterns.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a beautiful one. Do you have any ideas?
I haven't picked one yet.
No.
I haven't looked. I'm trying to focus on finishing whips. So,
Yeah.
not that I could start this one yet, but then I'll want to go shopping and all of that fun stuff too.
I
so.
know. I know. We have lots of opportunities coming our way
I
for
know.
shopping too.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's going to be our next Cal that we're talking about with the other podcasters. It's going to be Northern Knits Podcast, Tale of Two Knitters, and Cozy Up Knits.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that'll be great. It'll be fun.
Becky has a
Grunty.
new baby.
Grunty baby in the corner.
Yeah. I guess we should talk about kind of roughly what's happened in the last month since we've podcasted.
Been a bit of a whirlwind. We had a day planned 2 weeks ago to podcast, and I got a phone call earlier in that week saying that our one baby was moving, and that was the day he was leaving. So I was like, sorry, can't do it that day. I was a mess.
Yeah, it's really hard to say goodbye.
It was, that was an awful day. Awful. But yeah, and then about a week later, I got a phone call.
I think he left on a Thursday and you got her on Tuesday.
Wednesday.
Oh, was it Wednesday?
Yeah, she was born on Monday, and we got her on Wednesday. So the 25th of April. So she's just itty bitty. Yeah, more tiny baby bums.
Baby bums.
Yeah.
Oh, she's so
So
little.
she's itty bitty. She's
Yeah.
like 6 pounds.
Yeah.
So she's super sweet. And we still have our other little one that's 6 months old now. Just about.
6 months?
Just about next week, the 15th. Yeah.
Where does time fly?
I know, isn't it crazy? It wasn't long ago that she was wearing this sleeper.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It's nice that you can keep going through all your clothes.
I know, yeah, they're all still so brand new because, yeah. So anyway, so that's been my life. So I'm back to newborn mom life.
Yeah.
Hence the hair.
Like fabulous still.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so we had to postpone a little bit. So now we're finally
Yeah.
back on track. And
Made a date to podcast, so this is good. My daughter had an emergency appendectomy last Tuesday. She had complained of a sore tummy on Saturday when we were at the Avengers, and she thought maybe it was the popcorn. We'd been at the cabin the whole week prior to that, and her and her sister, they're 10 and 14, and they just stay up way too late.
Yeah.
So on Monday morning, again, she woke up with a tummy ache, and I just kept Tylenol, Advil, thinking, you're overtired, you're fine.
Yeah.
And then, you just need a good night's sleep. Tuesday morning, woke up just clutching her right side, because now the pain had gone specifically to that right side. And then I thought, shoot, she has appendicitis. So I just packed her up, took her to the Children's Hospital. We are so fortunate to have a Children's Hospital in Calgary.
Yeah.
They're just the best.
They really are. Yeah, they're phenomenal.
I just kept thinking the whole day, throughout the whole course of events, like the emergency, only children in that emergency room. And the nurses just know how to keep the kids calm. They know how to start IVs and
They do.
and like ultrasound techs and everybody that was working with her right up to the point of surgery, and the anesthetist coming out and talking with her, and the surgeons coming to see her, and
Yeah.
just how they can engage with the kids. I'm just,
They do.
We are so lucky to have that hospital.
We really are. Yeah. We're so fortunate. They're phenomenal in there.
Yeah. So yeah, it never ruptured. So she was able to go home the next day, and now she's just recovering. She did an afternoon at school yesterday. She did this morning at school, and she's back home now in bed resting because it sure wears her out. So
yeah,
just the joys of mummyhood. That is our life.
That is our life. Yeah,
mummyhood, working a little bit part-time here and there, and then what we love here is our hobbies.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's kind of our month roughly. Like there's way more, but
oh yeah,
in a nutshell.
Those are the big giant things.
Yeah. So no, we're drinking some tea.
Mm-hmm.
This is from Allie, from Miss Allie. No, Finding the Joy Always, also known as Miss Allie Makes. She has a podcast.
Beautiful mugs.
These are made by my Auntie Debbie. She's called The Bee. She's a potter named The Bee. So quilting and yarn balls.
Yeah. My two favorite things.
And then, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of these. We already ate them. We inhaled them. But these Stroop waffles, have you guys ever heard of these?
Oh, they're so good.
They're so good. So I've heard about these from other podcasts in Europe, and I've had a really hard time finding these. And I had gone to a British store in Calgary, and somebody there told me that they'd seen these at Costco. So if you guys want to try something amazing, you get these Stroop waffles at Costco. You lay them on top of your mug while it's hot. You just set it on top. And then the caramel melts, and then you eat it, and it's all
so good,
gooey and delicious. So I thought I would just share that with you guys. You should try them.
They were delicious. It really does taste like a waffle.
Mm-hmm. What do I do with the baby?
I'll get her sit there.
Okay. Oh, sweetie. Okay, I'll just take a mild pause here. So I have no finished objects this week to show, but Becky has one.
I do. I have one. I think it was an almost FO last time. I can't remember. It's been a little while. But I finished Lashayne's sweater.
Oh, that is so cute.
Isn't it adorable? This is
Wow.
the sock arms sweater by Telly Bean Knits. And this is just Felici yarn. Their sock yarn. And then this is Quince & Co, I think?
Yeah.
No.
I thought so.
Or Ching Fiber. I think I still have that. Oh yeah, Quince & Co. Chickadee. I don't know. It's not
really
focusing.
bright.
Too bright. Sorry.
It's raining outside, so we have bright
it's
lights.
really, it's like huge black cloud was like coming over as I was driving over here, and I was like, well, better now than tonight when my kids have soccer.
Seriously? We haven't had spring yet. It's still...
No.
Yeah.
But there are dandelions growing.
We have snow and dandelions. That's what my daughter said yesterday. We have dandelions. I'm like, yeah, that's what we get. We get snow, we get dandelions.
Yeah, exactly.
And then next will be mosquitoes and from the rain.
Hopefully we'll get some sunshine soon. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
So I just need to block this, and
and then she can wear it.
she can wear it. It fits her perfectly. So I'm gonna stretch it out a little bit so that it'll last her a little while. But yeah, so that was a really fun pattern. I really liked it. I quite enjoyed that. It's in my... Who's this by again?
This one is Sugar Tots.
Sugar Tots, yes.
Yeah. We have matching bags.
Knit pearl on it, and I have a couple pins. I don't know if you can see them. This one is from a friend of mine. She's Art of Melodious. Am I saying that right?
I think so.
On Instagram. So this is her pin. She has a few different ones.
Does she still sell those pins?
I don't know. She does cards and like cards for every occasion, just about. She does some custom artwork too. And then this is from Ginger Snap, our unicorn.
Cute.
I love them.
Speaking of Ginger Snap, I am wearing my new hoodie. It says, I knit so I don't unravel by Mr. Snap That. I had seen this similar slogan on Pinterest, and then I messaged Mr. Snap That to say, hey, could you try and make me one similar to this? And I really wanted the copper, well, it looks like rose gold to me, but the color that if you were to order one from Mr. Snap That, you just say copper. Because I love me some bling.
That's so pretty.
Yeah.
I love it.
I got the large size. I always like when people share what sizes they either knit or what they're wearing.
Yeah, because you never know how things fit.
No, and I'm glad I got the large, not the medium, because my husband put it through the dryer. So it did shrink a little bit, but it still fits perfect. Like, they're not too short. It just fits me perfect now. So
yeah, you're always between a medium and a large. Hey?
Yeah.
Patterns
usually
and everything.
More like large, but yeah, you just never know with hoodies, and
Yeah.
so I would maybe even try, well, the large is perfect, but maybe I would try an extra large too if I was wanting more
If you wanted some
length, but if
Yeah.
it's perfect. So now I know it's shrunk and we're good to go.
Nice.
So yeah, that's Mr. Snap That.
That's cool. So it held up well, even going through the dryer. You wouldn't want to do it all the time,
Not
that's for sure.
supposed to. I was looking at the care instructions, but it says to just,
Yeah,
put
because
it
you would
inside
think
out.
if it got too hot, you would think the writing would crack, maybe.
Yeah. So hopefully, and my husband rarely does laundry, but he happened to do some laundry that weekend while I was at the cabin, and I had left this out knowing it was needing to be washed, but just left it on my laundry hamper needing to be washed, but I was just gonna wash and dry it, but
That's funny.
he saw it and yeah, washer and dryer, but it's still fine.
Nice.
So, how many whips do you have?
I have 2.
Okay, I'll start then, because I think I have 3.
Okay.
So, what should I show first? I casted on some Maybe Baby socks. This is
Oh, I love that yarn.
Rose Hill yarn and her DK. Everything's falling off. Okay. This is in the Lady Glitter Sparkles. I'm not sure if she still sells this colorway or not. I got it quite a while ago from one of the yarn shows. So this is, Maybe Baby by Cozy Up Knits.
This is her free pattern for the month of May. The sock pattern. Or is it always a free pattern?
I think it's always going to be a free pattern.
Yeah.
And I messaged her when I heard about this Maybe Baby. I said, Jamie, are you pregnant? I think you're pregnant. She goes, way to start the rumors, Heather. No, she's not pregnant. But I was like, Maybe Baby?
Maybe baby?
She's trying to tell us something? So, yeah, no. So, Cozy Up Knits is doing a Cal. I don't know. I think it just goes to the end of May.
Oh, I don't remember. Probably for the month of May, because they did, Sarah's pattern was just for the month of April.
So I don't see this being done because we have the Edmonton Fiber Show coming up and I have lots to do before then. But I started, but you don't have to finish actually, just the chatter.
Yeah, it's just chatter. And DK socks go quite quickly. So
Yeah, that is
once you
true.
get into it, you might realize how fast they fly.
That is true. And
What size needles is it?
These are 3.3 millimeter.
3 millimeter. Nice.
Yeah, and Cherry Pie Cottage is also doing a Cal with the same sock pattern, so you can double dip in Cal. So that's like I have to, right?
And I think it's a bonus if you use Cherry Pie yarn too, right? Because she now has DK sock yarn.
Yeah, which I want to get my hands on.
Yes.
She's going to be coming to Knit City, so I will be ordering yarn for her to bring. She said that I can ship stuff to her or order from her, and she will bring it up.
Nice.
So.
That'd be awesome. Yeah,
I
I'll
want
have
some
to do that
DK
too.
yarn. I really like what she's knitting. Funk. Well, the same sock she's making is Funk Princess, or I don't know. The colorway is really cool. It's like dark background, but bright colors all speckled throughout. So yeah, so I want to get some DK from her as well. So that
Nice.
I'll be ordering. So yeah, that's my one baby whip.
Cool.
Oh, I guess I have 4 whips maybe.
Oh. Okay, well, I'll show mine. I started the Not a Lot of Rain in April pattern by Cozy Up Knits. There's no picture on here, so I better not show the pattern. It's a free pattern on Ravelry called Not a Lot of Rain in April. And this was kind of like I'm really getting creative on stash busting lately.
Awesome, which is nice, right?
So-
Feels good.
Yeah. So I picked up,
Is that the back? I think that's the back. That must be the front.
I don't know. We can't really.
Yeah, 'cause you can tell with
Where's
these-
my stitch
this
marker?
is-
There it is. This is the front.
Gotten a lot
So
done.
yeah, I'm pretty close. I have one more lace section and then one more garter section, and I think that's it.
Wow.
So what I did is I had a skein of it's called Steel Magnolias from Lolo Did It in DK yarn, and I wanted to add something with it, and I was like, I have the perfect colors, so I'm using the leftovers from my Twin It Up shawl, which is fingering weight.
Perfect.
So I'm holding, two of the colors I'm holding double.
Wow.
So I have and then I'm just alternating colors. So I have so this is one color, I'm holding it double, and then the other one, it's two separate colors that I'm holding double, and then I have my DK yarn.
I'm just gonna show the balls.
I have everything in bags because
there's mess you up then.
there's like a whole bunch of small little balls. So we'll see. I'm not sure if I'm gonna quite have enough, or if I'm gonna have to get really creative in the end here. But I actually quite love the way it's working up, and
it'll block out.
It's gonna block out. It's gonna be nice and stretchy with all this lace in here. So I'm hoping it'll get big enough. I might have to add something else in the end to give it a bit more of a border.
Yeah.
Or see if maybe you have some of your fringe left from yours.
For fringe?
From Yarn
I have
Inc.
still.
This is from Yarn Inc.
What I use fringe for?
Party on My Needles, I think. I think you matched it with your Steel Magnolias too.
Okay, I'll look.
Anyway.
Yeah, you totally can if I have it.
Anyway, so we'll see. But yes, that's my not a lot of rain in April.
So nice. I almost casted one on. Then I'm really trying this year to avoid shawls more.
Well, I was trying not to cast anything on too, but then they're like, it's a flash cow. Try and get it done in a month. And I'm like, oh, sure I can.
But that was before baby calls. And
yeah, exactly. I've done hardly any knitting in the last 2 weeks. Like,
yeah.
I have a sock that I've been picking up because I can do like quick get 4 rows done, and then it's like, oh, gotta feed a baby.
Exactly. Yeah,
so that's kind of
full.
That's kind of been my life with my knitting lately. So not giving up on it, but it has to be pretty mindless. Quick projects.
So I'm almost done my Tenya. So here it is.
Oh wow.
I've done one sleeve and I just have to do one more.
Look at that lace work. Oh, it's beautiful.
I'm so excited. So there's the lace work. This is by Caitlin Hunter of Boylan Knitworks. Yeah, like I have, my ball of yarn is upstairs, but I am getting away with using just 2 balls of yarn.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I weighed it out, and the sleeve you only do about 4 inches of length anyways.
Nice.
So I was able to do the proper sleeve. I keep weighing it to see if I have enough to do the second. So yeah, I do.
Awesome. That's so pretty.
It's not going to be super baggy on me, but it's not.
Yeah, it'll block out a little bit, but not much, I don't think.
I don't know how cotton, I don't think there's much give to cotton, but we will find out.
I think it blooms a little bit, but not a ton.
I'm going to try and block the life out of it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't
get some length.
I didn't change. I guess you're supposed to use the bigger needle for the lace work and the smaller for the body. Mm-hmm. I just did the bigger needle for the whole body, which I'm glad I did because then it would be too tight, this sweater.
Well, that's true, hey?
So I should have gone up a needle size for the lace, but that doesn't matter. I'm fine with it just looking like that too.
It's pretty.
So yeah, I'm excited. So I'm hoping to have this knit and wearing it for the Edmonton Fiber Frolic. Yeah. So 2 more weeks. I have to get this done. So that's my other one.
Cool. Well, that won't take you long because that sleeve you can do.
Yeah, I just did this on Sunday, binge watching. I brought the DVD down. I'm hooked on this one TV series. But you have to have either Acorn TV or just rent them from the library. So I rented it from the library, and I highly recommend it.
Cool.
So that's my whip.
Why don't you do another one because I only have one more.
Okay. I hardly did anything more on this sock. These are my Cozy Knitter self-striping socks. And I think the colorway is called Suits Aren't For Everyone.
Nice.
It's an 80-20. This is my finished sock. And then this is, I don't remember where I was the last podcast, but I know I've done a little bit more of the stripes.
I think you were just doing the toe.
I think so. This is from Sugar Tots. It's a little Game Boy Progress Keeper. And I have it on my Chiago needles.
My favorite.
I just do size 1, 64 stitches. Yeah. Oh, what's this? It's candy in my progress bag. Oh, it's kind of stale. Oh, well, it works. One lonely candy sitting in the bottom of my bag.
Okay, well, I have just one more whip that I can show. These are I'm so close to being done. These are my socks that I'm knitting for Robin, for Rose Hill, a knitting sample for her. So this is called My Darling Iris. Rose Hill. I love her ball bends.
We love Robin. We love Rose Hill so much. Yeah.
So this is 1, I finished. I just did a pair of shorties. And I stole Chrissy's idea of doing the knit through the back loop because I love texture, but I hate purling. So this is brilliant for me because you just alternate rows and it just gives it just a little bit of texture on the front.
Totally does.
But it's really simple. Although I find it tricky when I pick it up and put it down to tell what I did on the last row. So I'm learning to read like which way the stitches are twisted. So
I think a few people have said that they have a hard time telling where they left off.
Yeah. But I've also noticed that unless you look really close, you can't really tell if you do 2 regular knit rows.
Exactly.
Like I'm sure I've messed up somewhere in here, but so yeah, so I'm ready to put on my heel. So these will be done. Wow. I just need to sit down and do it. And this is my cute little stitch marker from Mothy and the Squid. There was a whole tea set. So I've got like teacups and teapots and I think one has a cookie on it or something like that. I don't know, a little spoon.
She's a young dyer in the UK.
Yeah, I just love the little flower on the teapot. Like, it's just so cute.
It is so cute. I have some of her rainbows, not striping, but some rainbow yarn. Because she was kind of one of the first people to dye yarn where she added a rainbow into it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so she's that was kind of her, from what I understand, that was kind of her specialty. So cool. Yeah, I need to knit something up with that.
Yeah. So yeah, these are great sets from Robin. They're new for her. It's a 50-gram skein of yarn and then a 20-gram mini that goes with it.
And it's
got
75-25.
Yeah.
Merino.
And it's 231 yards. So like I am almost done. And look how much yarn I have left.
Oh wow.
Like it's fantastic yarn. It's a really high twist.
Super soft. I feel like there's cashmere in there.
Yeah, it's really nice to work with. I'm loving it. I find so often that I split my yarn when I'm knitting, especially socks. Mm-hmm. And I'm using my Addie's, my sock rockets. So they're quite sharp. And so I didn't like them as much for socks because I found I often split my yarn. But with this, I'm noticing I'm not as much. And I think it's because there's a more high twist.
I think so. Yeah.
Which is really nice.
And it's I'm really loving this. Some 75-25 yarns is very splitty.
Yeah, like I think this is the first I've bought lots from Robin, but I think this is the first that I've actually knit with. Mm-hmm. It's just in my stash. I'm hoarding it.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm loving it, and I just cannot get over how much is left. Like
that is amazing. So you could have done longer cuffs, but
I could have done longer, but I wanted to make sure I would get them done. Like even my 20-gram.
Oh yeah. I
have quite a bit left, so I might even be able to get a pair of socks for one of my little ones.
Yeah, that's true. You could.
It'd be fun. So.
Yeah, no, there's definitely because I have bigger feet than you, so I'll show you the ones
I'm
doing
for Robin. But I have like size 8, so my feet are pretty average.
Yeah,
they're not tiny and they're wider. I still do 64 stitches.
Yeah.
On mine, but I use my needles are the bigger size. They're not. I forget what they are, but they're not the size 0. They're a bigger.
You do 2.5, or 2.
Yeah, 2.5.
I do 2.25. You do 2.5.
Yeah,
64
all
stitches.
my sock needles are 2.5.
Yeah.
So, but then I only do 64 stitches.
For your wide feet.
Yeah.
And I have narrow feet, so I just do 2.25, 64 stitches.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is the one sock from Robin that I finished. I showed this the last podcast. I'm pretty sure. Or did I? No, I don't even know. Had I?
I don't know if you were done.
I don't think I even started.
I think you had your heel on.
Okay.
Yeah. I think you had done up to your heel.
So I find with the fish lips, it doesn't cover my whole heel.
It's a smaller
small heels. I need to try an afterthought, but I'm terrified to do it. Yeah, so it doesn't cover my whole heel, so I usually will add an extra, like this really will probably cover my whole heel. So then my cuff is roughly just like 2.5 inches long. So, and then, this is the second one now.
Nice.
And this is my Progress Keeper from Bunny and Toot. It came with the milk. It was milk and cookie set, and I sent one to Australia to Allie from Finding the Joy Always. Yesterday, I told Becky, I said, I need to get this sock done for Edmonton, and I was only right where the Progress Keeper is. So last night, I just sat down.
Oh, awesome. You got a big chunk done.
I did. Yeah.
That's good.
And this is the Country Peach.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And you're just doing a knit.
I don't know where my ball band is. But
Knit 3 purl one.
yeah, knit 3 purl 1. And then, of course, it's just plain on the back. Yeah. And I have lots
You
still
have
left.
lots too, yeah.
This is my mini. Bless you. She's yawning over here, sneezing, grunting. It's so adorable. So cute. Wide awake. But yeah, so I still have quite a bit as well.
Yeah, you do. That's good.
So yeah, I'm gonna.
So you would get a good sized pair of socks
Yeah, because look
out
at
of
my
a 50
cuff.
gram skein. Like you could do a full size. Like yours is not short, but you could
No.
do like a full size.
You know, I think you
Sock
almost
if you
could. If you
wanted.
just keep weighing it, measuring it out.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, like I think by the time I do my heel and cuff, I don't think I'll have much of this one left
No, but that's okay.
because I like a longer cuff.
But you did a full cuff, heel and toe. Like
Yeah.
I don't have a cuff on mine. That's why, because I'm doing shorties.
Oh yeah.
So I just did the
these are
regular-
shorties to me. They really
They
only
are.
come up like this much on my
But mine
heel.
have no cuff. Like it's like the Rose City rollers.
Right, with the roll.
So where the top will just roll over.
Yeah.
So that's why I have more left of my mini.
Yeah, so you could nearly.
But
Yeah,
you could do a
probably
full,
could do a full.
regular full pair of socks.
Yeah, so it's a Country Peach, and I can't remember the name of this one. Spearmint. I'm sorry, Robin. My ball band is upstairs, so.
I don't think it says on the. I don't remember.
Yeah, I love this minty color so much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she'll have these in Edmonton.
Yeah. So yeah, this has to get done. So tonight I'll be
Yeah.
working more on this. Have to finish my 10. Yeah, so it's good to have deadlines, and I have a lot of deadlines before Edmonton.
I really find it makes a big difference for me when I have a deadline. I actually can focus and
I work way better that way.
I don't get distracted.
More candies.
Oh, look at you. Butter rum, yeah.
So good. I got them in Banff. They're the butter rum lifesavers.
These are the best.
I know. Just load you up on caffeine and sugar and stroop
Right?
waffles and send you home.
Man, I'm bouncing off the walls when I get home.
She hates it when I do it to her kids, so I can just load her
Do it
up.
to me.
I can
Not
only
my
do
kids.
it. Yeah.
I didn't bring any that can eat sugar today, so
Yeah, exactly. Not yet.
yeah, pretty soon.
Once they're older.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it for...
Do you have any more whips?
No. That's it. 4 whips.
Nice.
Next week, or next time we podcast, 2 finished objects.
Yeah. I brought my prize that I won from...
I love this colorway.
I won the sweater cowl that Hippie Strings did on Facebook. And I finally, Robin graciously brought that down to the Fiber Frolic here in Calgary back in April. And then this weekend was the first time I've seen Heather since then.
So fast.
So I finally got my prize and I'm so excited. Look at this yarn.
I love that yarn. I want it.
It's a homespun house and it's called Early Riser. Yeah, clearly.
And it's brighter in real life than on the...
You know what's so funny? My son opened the box because my kids are like, ooh, package, what is this?
Yeah.
I opened the box, he's 8. He goes, oh, that's so pretty, Mommy. I love that color. And I'm like, oh, you're so cute. I would knit you something with it, but I'm not sure that that's appropriate.
He's
Not that
cool
he
like
would
that,
care.
though, right? He's like... He's too cool for everybody.
It's really, you know what's so funny? My son stole a pink sweater from my daughter and wears it all the time. And I'm like, it's this new thing, right, with these young boys coming up. Like, he's 12.
Yeah.
And there's no boy colors and girl colors anymore. They're very, like, it looks great on him. I love
yeah,
it. It's
it looks
like
awesome. It's great.
It's like a salmon pink color. It's really, it suits him. But anyway, so this is the yarn. And then this thing is super cool. Pull it out quick and show you. This is from Coco Knits. And it's just this little box with elastics. And it's this really cool, like, it almost feels like recycled paper.
Yeah, it's like
Like
a
that
cardboard.
kind of texture. Yeah, cardboard. And it's got all these little compartments. And then each one opens to like a little cubby. And then they snap off. So you can pull these off.
It's amazing that they come off.
Rip it. But yeah, so then the little cubbies come off. And then it comes with different colored elastics that you can slip in. So you can change up your accessories. I just think it's so cute.
Very cool.
You could throw this in like your carry-on on your...
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
you could use it to keep your headphones and stuff separated, or you could use it for your knitting, or
Yeah.
whatever you wanted. It's awesome.
That's so cool.
I
What a
love
fun
it.
prize.
Yeah, so that's really exciting. I love getting stuff like this that you maybe wouldn't necessarily think of getting for yourself unless you were specifically looking for one. But once you have it, I'm like, oh, this is so fun. What am I going to put in here?
Oh,
Like,
yeah. And you love bags. And,
I do.
Yeah, you love that.
Having pockets and
Yeah.
places to tuck things away. So I'm excited for that. And yeah, it has these little different colored elastics.
I love the orange. I'm glad they caught me because they bumped into me at the Calgary show, and I was just about to leave. I felt bad I couldn't stay longer. I kind of just whizzed through quickly, forced myself not to buy anything, even though I had to buy some self-striping yarn from Louise at the Wool Baron.
Nice.
This is her Crazy Confident colorway. So I
Cool.
got just her 50 gram, like the smaller set for socks. And then I found one Skeena DK, but I was like, I need to save my money for Knit City. And
Speaking of which, we booked our flights this morning.
we're
So we were going for sure.
Yeah, the hotel was booked a long time ago.
It was, yeah. But we could back out of the hotel.
Yeah.
We had time.
Yeah.
But this morning, we booked our flights.
So we're
So
going
we're
Friday
going
to
to Knit
Monday.
City.
Yeah. We were going to go Thursday to
excited.
Sunday.
Yeah.
But then the Air Miles prices, we didn't get as cheap of Air Miles, unfortunately. We should have booked it sooner.
I know, we should have.
But for 300 extra Air Miles, we were able to go the next day, come home Monday.
Yeah. And we're still there a day early, which is good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're leaving early in the morning. And yeah, we are all booked. So that's so exciting.
Very excited.
So,
No
yeah.
backing out now.
No, it's official. We're going to Knit City.
Yes.
Can't wait. And then
Yeah.
a lot of people are staying at the same hotel. So I foresee lots of knit nights and chatting and laughing. And
Oh, I'm
it's
so
gonna be
excited.
so fun.
It's going to be so fun.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So if you want to come to Knit City,
yeah.
you should come. It's not
October.
till October 5th and 6th.
Yeah. 6th and 7th? Aren't we leaving?
We're
Okay.
leaving on the 7th.
Oh, 5th and 6th. What day do we leave? The 4th?
The 4th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad you know. I'll just tell me where to be and I'll show up.
Yeah.
So for my birthday was April 15th. We went out for dinner and my husband passed me this gift bag. So I opened it up and I said, "You've been talking to Willow and Wool." And he goes, No, I didn't talk to them. I picked everything up myself. And I said, "No, Erin, you were talking to Willow and Wool." And so I guess he called them and said, "Hey, I'm wanting to find a present for my wife. I'm not sure if you know who Heather is. But do you know what she might like?" And they're like, "We know who Heather is." And she was in and she was looking at some yarn to make a weekender. So it's a really cool purple, like really dark purple with flecks of color.
That's so pretty.
It's Cascade 220. The number is 220 Heathers. So it's kind of like that. So I got 6 skeins of it. So a weekender will be going on my needles. I'll probably save this to do in the fall.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So yeah, 6 gorgeous skeins. And then he got me some Progress Keepers and some scissors, but I went back in yesterday just to see if I could switch it out I needed to skein a DK for some dream knitting that I have. So they let me exchange the Progress Keepers for a skein of DK. Yeah.
Nice.
Isn't that pretty?
Well done, Erin.
I know. And they said, when I went in yesterday, they said, yeah, we tried to convince them to maybe do a gift card, like, can we do a gift card? Like, that might be better for her. Nope. Oh, I want an actual present. So
Good job, Erin.
Barb did amazing. She has a memory like an elephant, I guess.
That is
because-
impressive.
Yeah, we were talking about that, ages ago. So, yeah,
That's too funny.
that was my birthday present from him. Do you have any other acquisitions?
Nope.
So this can kind of just lead into some dream knitting, but I'm really wanting to jump on the Soldotna bandwagon.
The what now?
Soldotna. I know it's a different
I am
name.
out of the loop.
Yeah, girl, you gotta get it together.
I got a new phone game on my phone.
Oh,
So,
which one?
Matchington Mansion.
Should I try it? I'm not really a gamer, but I like it. This is the Soldotna. Isn't it pretty?
Wow. Oh my goodness. That is
Yeah.
beautiful.
It's a crop top DK yarn. So
Cool.
I'm really wanting to knit my stash. So I had bought these DK I almost spit out my lifesaver.
It's hard to talk with them in your mouth.
It is. So I had some decay that I got ages ago from Stash. This is Madeline Tosh Found Pottery colorway. And this is Broke Violet. It's really cool. So then when I was at the Calgary show back in April, the Fiber Goddess had this green that I'm wanting to use where this vine is. So this green. And then, yeah, I bought this from Willow and Wool yesterday. This is a single, so this is the only single yarn that I'm putting, but I don't think that's going to matter.
No. I've knit single and whatever. I've mixed them all.
So it's going to be these 4 colors.
Wow.
And then Allie, she had hand dyed some yarn. This is a DK skinny yarn. And so I want to mix this in somewhere along the yoke.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Just because it's from a friend, right? And I just think it'd be special to have this in like a really special project. So somewhere on the top, I'm going to put this in as well. So yeah.
Cool.
Pretty cool, hey?
That's beautiful.
When am I going to start? When am I going to get done? Who knows? But I have the yarn for it. Dream Knitting. Everyone's making them. You haven't seen this yet?
I haven't been on Instagram. Every time I pick up my phone, I'm playing this stupid game.
I want to know what this game is.
It's like that Homescapes and all those ones where you play all the levels and then you get to like fix up the house and you pick all these different things and it's like this.
Is it like Sims?
No.
Okay, you got
It's
it.
like the levels are like Candy Crush or like those type where you're like
Oh yeah.
matching and anyways.
Cool. Okay,
It's
I have to let the dog out. So
Yeah. Okay.
Bailey's scratching at the door.
Well, I can show you guys some of our stuff that we're bringing with us to Edmonton for the Fiber Frolic. Heather and I have made needle keepers. So these are just a few of the different colors we have. We have tons of different colors. They're all the same size. And they just have a little slit in the end. And do you have a set of needles handy?
Yeah.
So we call them
I stab you.
needle protectors. But you just slide your knitting needles in. And they hold your project in your bag. They keep your needles from poking through the bag. They keep your stitches on your needles, so you don't have to worry about it. And if you don't use the metal ones, if you have wood needles, they keep them from getting broken.
Yeah.
Because if you
Sit on them, I've broken so many
sit on
that way.
them, kneel on them, step on them, whatever. If you're like me and you just like toss your project bags around. So anyway, so these are our needle protectors. We have tons of different.
They also keep, like with
Tons of
my
different
Tenya,
colors.
so many times if I put my project in the bag and forget to put my keeper on, they poke into your knitted fabric, like your stocking
They do.
fabric.
Yeah,
And then
I
you
had
can
that with my
pull-
socks when I pulled them out.
Snag, yeah.
Yeah.
So it prevents the snagging in your project as well.
Hair, good grief. I'm a mess today.
No.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so those are our needle keepers. So we'll have these at the Frolic. And then once we have our stock there, then we're going to we'll post some online and we'll list them for sale online. We'll get our Etsy store up and going. So yeah. So
we're curious to see what the interest is for these. And then do we make more? Yeah. I think we'll be making more. I'm hoping. I think people are really liking them.
Yeah.
So, and then we'll
Yeah.
make some, and then we want to try and make some narrower ones to help with the shipping costs.
Yeah, we realized afterwards that if we'd gone down a size in diameter in our tubes, then they would still fit in the letter size envelope. So that's our plan for our next batch that we make.
Yeah.
So, and then we have bags. I only have one with me. Did you bring any? Yours aren't done yet.
I'm doing a lot of, that's pretty. I'm doing just assembly line, so
Yeah.
they're not all done.
I just grabbed one because I was in the middle of working on these last time. This is the Finch bucket. So this one's mine.
She needed a finish. Okay.
I bought this canvas ages ago, and I never had a plan for it. I just knew that I was going to make a bag out of it. This is
Okay, show this
cotton and
one.
steel Mustang fabric, and I have.
This is another one.
Oh yeah, there
This
you
one's
go.
not for sale, but this is one that I did.
Yeah. It's always fun when you have an idea in mind of a bag that you want to make for yourself. I always like making them two at a time because it just feels like you're using your time wisely.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So this is mine.
That's cool. Yeah, that
It has
interfacing sure makes it look like a bucket. That
it
is
has
really cool.
yeah, I used some really rigid. I think that's what it's called. The interfacing at Michael's. I'm pretty sure it's called rigid.
Okay.
And I had to like fight to get this thing turned the right side down.
Yeah.
But now that it's done, it is really like a bucket. Like it sits nice and square. So if you like to fold yours and put them away, it won't work.
No.
Well, it might eventually soften up a bit, this interfacing.
Yeah.
But for now, it's really great. I have a couple things in here, but I had like 3 project bags plus a bunch of other stuff inside here. So it's got pockets on the inside. So,
awesome.
Yeah.
Are you doing yours with 4 pockets? Or
I did 3 pockets on one side and 2 pockets a little bit bigger on the other
that's
side.
what I did for mine too.
So, yeah.
So we'll have some Finch bags, and then we'll have some smaller.
Yeah, we have some smaller. We'll have 3 different size bags. So, yeah. And then once we see how the show goes, then we'll get some stuff listed on Etsy. So,
it's building up that confidence to be a maker and get out there.
yeah.
People are in a vulnerable position when they're just starting out, right? So it's nerve-wracking. It's been a little bit scary, but we're excited. And, you just have to jump in and try it, right?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
that's where we're at. So
Yeah.
yeah. I think that's all I have
have.
to show. You haven't been reading any books lately?
I've been listening to Outlander, and Brianna and I drove to Edmonton a couple weeks ago, so we were listening to Harry Potter in the car. So that's fun.
I'm on the second one, the second audio.
I typically read in the summer more because I'll just grab a book and take it when I go with the kids somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's always been... I'm not a huge reader. I love audiobooks.
Yeah.
And...
To me, that's the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you're not holding an actual book and reading with your eyeballs, but
Yeah.
the more you listen to for books, it's still stuff getting into your brain.
Yes.
So that's good. Yeah. I'm actually reading a book, and I just wanted to share this because I highly recommend it to all you mamas out there. But this book is called Confessions of a Domestic Failure by Bunmi Latitan. She's a Canadian author. This book is so funny. It's like a Bridget Jones's Diary kind of setup where she's writing all these journal entries. And it's one of those laugh out loud funny books. And with
Nice.
Mother's Day coming up, if you're looking for a good, light, fluffy, funny read, I highly recommend it. So
Nice.
I'm almost done. I got from the library. I just try and read every night for about a half an hour.
Well, that's good.
20 minutes to half an hour. Trying to. So
I would
that's
just
been
fall
really good.
asleep.
Yeah. Another book that I'm actually reading with my son, and again, to all you parents or grandparents or dads of kids with dyslexia, I found this book on Amazon called Knees and the Mixed Up World of a Boy with Dyslexia. And they made this book purposefully for older kids with dyslexia because it's like a paperback, but it's really easy for them to read.
Oh, cool.
With pictures, and then you just read along, and then my son's like, look how much we've read already, because to him that's a huge deal.
Yeah.
And it's been neat too. My phone's ringing, baby's crying.
I think we're almost done.
Wait for the answering machine to pick up. I think that's 4 rings. Yeah. So anyways, really good book as well for kids with dyslexia, because as we've been reading it, Weston says, that's me, Mommy. I'm like that too. That's me. I don't know the days of the week. Like different things that you don't realize, but like, because he does not know the days of the week. He can't grasp it.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't he grasp it? And we have heard from psychologists that that's really common for dyslexic kids. Days of the weeks just don't really,
Yeah.
they don't flow for them. So yeah, so he's reading things that this boy suffers with, and, well, I should say struggles with. And he's like, wow, that's cool. So we're going to read this book, and then he wants to take this to school and have his teacher read it to his class, which I think would be really good.
That's a great idea.
There's a lot of kids that struggle with dyslexia, learning disabilities, and so yeah. But he wants to read it first. We know what it's all about. And
Yeah.
and at the end of the book, they do talk about famous people who've had dyslexia.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So
That's so inspiring for kids, because for anyone with a disability like that, for people who don't have it, especially for kids, they have no concept of what that's like.
yeah.
Like, they only understand what happens in their brain. And so they don't realize that it's not the same for everyone. And kids are just kids, right? They don't get it. But for them to be able to understand that and hear that.
Yeah, that a lot of kids have this.
Yeah.
A lot of famous people, you know, and because we had report cards come home sometime, maybe beginning of April or something, and kids were saying to Weston, you must be dreading your report card because you can't read or write yet. And he's in nearing the end of grade 3. Mm-hmm. So he came home in tears, right? And he's like, the kids are saying my report card's going to be bad because I can't read and write. Aww. You know? And yeah, his report card isn't fantastic by any means, but he's a great kid. He has so many strengths and qualities. He tries so hard.
Yeah.
And so, so he kind of wants kids in his class to know what it is he gets, what he's dealing with. So
yeah.
Thought I would share that too.
That's great.
And another just really good show, if you guys are interested in, Place to Call Home. This is an Australian, it's like a Downton Abbey.
Oh, fun. I love Australian shows.
I love Australian shows.
I have quite a few that I've watched over the years.
I'm tempted to get an Acorn, it's like a Netflix, you can get Acorn TV that have British and Australian TV shows.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so this is...
I think we're done.
We have to wrap it up. Anyways, but this it's based in the, like, right after World War II. And it's so good. So I'm on season 2 right now, but I highly recommend it if you're looking for a good show. If you start watching it, let me know what you think. So, anyways, I guess we're going to have to wrap it up. This weekend, I'm working. It's Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all you moms out there.
Happy Mother's Day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Enjoy your day.
Enjoy. Take care of yourself. Be kind to yourself.
Yes, absolutely. Be kind to yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And happy knitting.
Happy knitting.
Bye.